Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be a very depressing day because I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to having a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered. Me included, I'm not going to lie, I was pretty hyped to be able to play that again. Not mostly, to go full grind mode and, try to sweat it out, but just to be able to semi-relive my old school experiences. Just to have that, slight bit of nostalgia kick in, and just experience what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer would be like with updated graphics and an updated engine, and all the beautiful aspects that comes with a remastered title. But apparently, according to the Gaming Revolution, which Charlie Intel did an article over, there's a new rumor that Activision is not going to release Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer because too much of it has been changed. And apparently the devs don't think that the community will like it anymore from how much they changed out of Modern Warfare 2. Let me give you my 2 cents on how I feel about this whole situation. Now, you guys know how I feel about Modern Warfare 2. And I personally think that nobody would even like Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I think a lot of people, it's just nostalgia kicking in. They don't remember Modern Warfare 2. It was a campy, slow game, and I always compared it to Modern Warfare 2019. That was actually the first game that I compared Modern Warfare 2019 to. I always said that this current game that we're playing right here plays almost identical to Modern Warfare 2. They just do. You can fight me as much as you want over it, but they just play similar. People camp in both games. People hold corners in both games. People don't move in both games. People sound whore in both games. People just play like complete... It's words that I want to use for it, but, it's YouTube. I gotta keep it family friendly. But, female dogs up in here. That's just how people play Modern Warfare 2. So going back to playing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, if they did put in multiplayer, obviously, clearly, it's not going to be what everybody is expecting. Everybody's probably thinking it's going to be some fast-paced, modern-day military shooter. It's going to play like Black Ops 4, but it's going to be a modern-day style game. No, that's not what Modern Warfare 2 was. It was a lot different. But the community has changed a lot from what it used to be to how we are now. So with how sweaty we play this game, obviously Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer would just be a utter crap show. So I'm sure that the developers thought this through, and they thought to themselves thinking, well, now that our community is so sweaty, now that our community has been playing these games for 10 plus years, and they are going to abuse the system, and there's plenty of people who played Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, and they already know how to streak up, and they already know how to abuse all the things in the game, they probably knew it's things that they had to change. I guarantee some of these changes that they made that they don't think the community are going to enjoy are things like changing kill streaks so you can't, use one kill streak. You can't get your Harriers and your chopper gunner then nuke. I'm assuming that they cut that out. They're going to make it like Modern Warfare 2019. I'm assuming that they probably changed one-man army noob tube, hopefully. They would have to change a lot of things like some of the perks. But I'm assuming that because they changed those things, they're just automatically assuming that the community will not enjoy the game. Now, me personally, what I want to see out of this game is nothing changed. I'm just gonna say it now, and I know I'm gonna get so much hate for saying this, but this is a remastered video game. I'm not gonna be playing Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered every single year, grinding this game out for views and grinding this game out for anything. Yeah, I'll play the game and get content. I'll talk about it. I'm sure tons of you guys would enjoy watching it. But it's not going to be like how I'm grinding, Modern Warfare 2019. I'm sure people aren't going to be grinding for fall camo and grinding for Red Tiger and grinding for all the titles and emblems, especially with Call of Duty 2020 right around the corner. So personally, I wouldn't even care seeing anything changed. If they just completely kept Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer how it was, with the overpowered models, the obnoxious noob tubes, the insane intervention snipers and the quick scopes, the commando lunges that were absolutely insane in Commando Pro so you didn't have to... All those things that were cheesy. Yes, it would piss off the community. Yes, it would make people angry. Yes, it would be so totally obnoxious. But that's what made Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 fun. Back in the day. You have to understand, Modern Warfare, not just Modern Warfare, but Call of Duty was in a different time period back then when those games released. The community was different. We didn't just play this game to sweat, we played it to have fun. So people were messing around with across-the-map noob tubes and across-the-map throwing knives, and people were messing around with things like that. And people were running only knife classes with commandos so they could have the ridiculous lunge range. People were rocking these overpowered snipers 24/7. There was a lot of cheese that was being abused in that game, but it was just to have an enjoyable experience, to troll, to mess around, to just have some fun, talk some trash. But I understand where these developers are coming from. I understand that they don't want this game to be hated. I understand that they know this game was designed for, just shits and giggles. It wasn't a sweaty video game. They didn't design it around the sweats. And they know this. That's why they want to drastically change specific things to make it more competitive. And because they changed so much, since you guys know Modern Warfare 2 is such a cheesy game, there's probably so many things that they had to change between the perks, the weapons, the attachments. They probably changed. It's a never-ending list. I guarantee that they changed for this game. That I guarantee Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer is almost just completely unrecognizable. You probably don't even know what this game looks like nor plays like if they were to release it right now with all the changes that they made for it, which is probably why they don't want us to play it, because they know for a fact the people who did play the original Modern Warfare 2, who know what Modern Warfare 2 is, they're not going to like it. They're going to say it's cheesy. They're probably going to say it's stupid, and it's not going to be fun. Listen, Infinity Ward, you don't have to change everything in the universe to make this game fun. Like I said, it's Modern Warfare 2. We all know what this game is about. A lot of us have played, not everybody, but a mass majority of the people have played this video game. It was one of the top sellers for you guys. People love this title. That we wouldn't care if you just released it as it was. Yes, some things should be changed, like maybe one-man army noob tube, even though I said I want everything in the game. But if you were to, nerf one-man army noob tubes just by a little bit, that wouldn't be too insanely game-changing. Maybe nerf down command. Don't even nerf command. Just the noob tube one-man army is the biggest issue in Modern Warfare 2. That is by far the biggest issue. I don't care about anything else. Leave the game as it is, Infinity Ward, or whoever is working on the multiplayer side. I guess I should just be saying Activision, because they're the ones who have the final say if this is going to be released or not. But just leave it as it is. It's Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Anybody who's picking this up is either going to pick it up for, one, because they want to relive their moments that they had in this video game, or two, find out what the moments in that video game were like, because they never got to experience it. Don't release something that it just isn't Modern Warfare 2. That's not right to the core fans who want to experience it again, and it's not right to twist with people's minds who haven't even played Modern Warfare 2, to give them a false identity of the game, that they will never know what Modern Warfare 2 actually played like in multiplayer, because they don't have an actual example to play, because they messed with the current, remastered version way too much. Keep the cheese, Infinity Ward. Just keep the cheese. I don't care. As I said, it's a remastered game. And remastered games, I'm not sitting here trying to sweat my butt off with a remastered Modern Warfare 2. The only reason I would ever in a million years pick up Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered is just to have a little fun, relax, kick back. I wouldn't care about KD. I wouldn't care about win-loss. I would just want to play it just to play it. To see this video game. One of my starting video games where I really gotten hardcore into Call of Duty. I know you guys already know my list, how I started with Call of Duty 4 World at War, but my first really hardcore game, because Call of Duty 4, I had to go and rent, time on a computer in order to play that. I didn't actually own it. I went and rented time, but I played it weekly because I was always at that place playing it, because I was addicted to COD 4. World at War, I owned it. Actually, this is a funny story. I owned it on the Nintendo Wii, but I played it for the full entire year. I loved the crap out of it, and I actually met some of my bestest online friends with the Nintendo Wii on Call of Duty that I actually sometimes still talk to them to this day, who are still COD heads. It's just insane. But Modern Warfare 2 I got on the PS3, and that's when I finally, PS3 is more official than a Nintendo Wii, and I was able to play with more people, especially from my school, and that's probably when I really deeply got into Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 is a big title, not just for me, but for a lot of people. And I would love to see this game return. And I don't want to see you, keep it from us just because you're too afraid that we're not going to enjoy the changes. This is a game that a lot of people should see and a lot of people deserve to see. You guys go ahead and do me a favor and leave your comments down below and let me know what you guys think about this commentary in general. Did you guys play Modern Warfare 2 in its prime? And if you didn't, did you want to play it? Were you excited to see a multiplayer remaster for Modern Warfare 2? Did you really want to dig deep into this title and to see what it was all about? And if you have not played it, if you never played it once, do you want to see a more changed version of this video game? Or are you okay just having them copy and paste exactly how it was? Let me warn you, it was a very cheesy game. It would probably piss off over half of you guys who have never played this game before. You probably wouldn't enjoy it. But if they change it, that takes the core feeling out of it. You know, it's history to Call of Duty. These games might release every single year, but they've been coming out for the longest time. Years and years and years worth of time put into these video games. Modern Warfare 2 is a staple in the Call of Duty community. So me personally, I just think that would be awesome if they go ahead and just leave it as it is and let people see it for the cheese that the game actually was. You know, you don't have to give people false information or a false vision of what this game used to be. Just let them know how it was, and either they're going to like it or they're probably going to hate it. But either way, if they do like it or if they do hate it, at least they got to witness what this game was. At least they got to witness a little piece of Call of Duty history. But if you guys enjoyed today's commentary, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, go dislike it. If you're brand new and you enjoy what you heard, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me or see what I'm talking about, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.